Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla and here we love to talk about all things luxury makeup and luxury beauty, high-end makeup, high-end beauty, which luxury and high-end is kind of the same thing, right? Anyways, you get the idea. So today, I don't know if this is a tag. I don't even know if this would be considered a tag, but I wanted to do my signature makeup look, or what I think is my signature makeup look. It was so fun to curate these products and kind of look back and decide what my signature makeup look is. It wasn't that hard, but it was fun nonetheless. So if that's something that's interesting to you and you want to see how I created my signature makeup look, then just keep watching. So my signature makeup look typically consists of a pretty simple eye, and I always love to use like pinky tone, either pinky tones or more like neutral bronzy tones. But today, since I have a little bit of pink in my shirt, I wanted to use some pinky tones, and also because I'm like obsessed with this palette, I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss Luxury Eye Palette in Pearl. Like, oh, she's kind of hard to get open. I got it though. Y'all are gonna get so sick of me talking about this palette. It is so beautiful. I think actually Kelly over at Keep Beauty Real on Instagram and on YouTube, if you're not following her, she's an absolute beautiful gem and you need to be following her. I will link all of her information down below, but she had commented on one of my posts. She was like, this color story is made for you. And I'm like, yes, it was. And although my skin is very pale, I do feel like this is one of those palettes that's just universal. It's universally flattering. It'll be pretty on super pale skin tones, such as my own, and on super, or all the way through to super deep skin tones. So Kelly was right. So yeah, I already have my eyes primed with my Smashbox 24-hour photo finish eye primer. So first I'm gonna go in, where's the number on this brush? Oh, with a BK Beauty number 201 brush. And I'm just gonna go into this lightest matte shade right here and literally just put that all over my eyelid. So see, that's basically like the same color as my skin tone. So that's a really good just like base shade for me. So next I'm gonna go into this, if I'd move my fingers out of the way, why am I having such trouble today? This lightest pink matte shade right here with a Wayne Goss number 17 brush. And I'm just gonna work that into my, oh, I dropped it. It's one of those days, folks. Wayne Goss number 17. Since I dropped it and knocked all of the shadow off the brush, I'm just gonna take that and work it into my crease and above my crease. Such a pretty pink. Please excuse, I don't know if y'all could see, but I have this really weird little like dry patch on my eyelid right now. So if anything looks weird in like this area right here, no, I'm not flipping you off. That's why. It's nothing to do with any of the products that I'm using. It's just a little dry spot. So I'm gonna do that same thing on the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so I did the same thing on the other side with that lightest pink matte shade. Now I'm gonna go into this shade down here, the more like brownie pinky matte shade with a Sonia G mini booster. And I'm just gonna kind of add that to the outer corner and bring it into the crease a little bit just to deepen it up. Because again, this is my signature everyday kind of look and I don't do anything really crazy. So that's what I'm gonna do. so that just deepened it up just a little bit, not much, but that is exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so I did the same thing on the other eye, just a very soft dimension. So part of my signature look, I love sparkles, I love glitter. It's just who I am, okay? So I'm gonna go in with this Celestial shade and tap it on my lid. Anybody else like that? Just sparkle, glitter every day. That is so stunning. So I'm actually, just since it kind of took away a little bit of that depth that I had in the outer corner, I'm just gonna take that same Sonia G Mini Booster and just pick up like a tiny little bit of this shade right here again and just add it back on that outer corner. I mean, like barely anything. Boom, done. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished up the other eye and I also just went ahead and added liner because I do wear, you know, just a tiny little bit of liner on my upper lash line every day. Like, unless I forget, which is pretty rare, but I always wear it. So today, let me grab it. I went in with the Chantecaille Jasper liner. It's one of my favorites, along with those and then Wayne Goss's liners. Like, when I tell you in the Precious Opal shade, it's down to like this much. I'm not even kidding. So those and the Chantecaille are my go-tos every single day. So next, I also like a dewy, but not too dewy finish. And the foundation that creates that for me, in addition to my Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion, is this Clé de Peau, the foundation. I love it, y'all. If we're going for my signature look, I would have to say that this is my signature foundation. I don't even know, because I try to use it as little as possible because it's so damn expensive, but we're gonna use it today. So it even comes with this little spoon. So, I mean, like, I use the spoon to put it on the back of my hand because, like, I think I'm fancy or something. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this and take y'all along with me. Okay, so foundation is finished. If you could see, I had to go in with just a little bit more. That's what I love about this foundation. It's so buildable. Like, you can just keep going in and keep going in and it's still gonna look really natural. And then I have this weird thing going on with my nose right here. It's like on the inside of my nose, but it's making the outside of my nose really red. So I had to go in and add a little bit more right there too. So foundation is finished. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. And I mean, I don't know that this is like my signature look per se, but I have been loving the combo of this Clé de Peau concealer with the lightest shade of the Pat McGrath, because this one, the Clé de Peau, is just a little bit too dark for me. But when I add in a couple little dots of that Pat McGrath, oh, it's sheer perfection. You're about to see. So there's the Clé de Peau. And then I literally just take 3 little dots, like 1, 2, 3 of the Pat McGrath and blend it in, and it's perfection. Watch. See what I mean? Like when I first put the concealer on, it looked too dark, but the two of them together is just, it just creates the perfect shade because the Pat McGrath is like way too light. And then the two of them together is just beautiful. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished up under the other eye, and then I took a little bit of that Clé de Peau concealer and just added it right here around my nose, just because I do have a lot of redness right there. So next, I always set my face with some sort of powder. And today, since I'm using a Clé de Peau foundation, I'm gonna use my favorite loose setting powder, which is this Clé de Peau translucent loose setting powder. That was a tongue twister. So I'm going to reach into this, take off the 2 caps, and I am going to use a BK Beauty number 102 brush to set my face. And then I'm gonna pick a little bit up and put it under my eyes with my Beauty Blender. So my face is set. My signature look always also involves bronzer. And the bronzer that I have been loving lately and I find so easy to work with is this Sisley bronzer. Phyto-Touche Sun Glow Bronzing Gel Powder. It's so easy to work with, y'all. It's such a pretty, easy, how many times am I gonna say easy? Color to work with. So I'm gonna go in with this Sonia G Cheek brush from her Lotus collection and bronze up my face. Okay, so my face is bronzed. I love that bronzer, y'all. Signature makeup look always includes a glowy, pretty blush. Now, I love a good matte blush, I do, but for my signature look, I love glow and all things glow. So we're gonna go with a glowy blush, and that today is the Chantecaille Flower Power Cheek shade. If you've been watching my channel, you should not be surprised. I love this blush. You don't need highlighter with it. It's just absolutely stunning. So I'm actually gonna go in with the Chantecaille Mini Buff and Blur brush to apply this, because I think it just applies it so beautifully. Not gonna use this teeny tiny little mirror. Look at that. The glow, the highlight is stunning. So I'm gonna go do my other cheek off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished up my blush. I also added a little bit across the top of my forehead just because I feel like it ties everything together. So another thing that I do every single day, I don't go crazy with my brows, but I love just a simple brush through kind of brow. So I love to go in with the Kosas Air Brow Gel in the shade Taupe. And like I said, I don't even use a pencil for my signature look. I just go in with some gel, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so while we're waiting for that little oopsie to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up under my eyes, which is also something, like, I think that my signature makeup look is just a very soft, smoky kind of eye. I don't even think I would call it smoky though. It's just very soft and pretty. So I'm gonna take a Rephr number 26 and go into this light pink shade in the Wayne Goss Pearl palette. And again, I think I say this pretty much anytime I'm doing an eye look, just mimic what I did on the top. So now that I've gone in with that light pink shade, I'm gonna go back in with this darker shade and just add it to the outer half of my under eye. Just to kind of clean it up just a tiny, tiny little bit underneath, I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and the side that I did my concealer with and just kind of, you'll see, just kind of tap it in around that area. I feel like I went down maybe just a little bit too far. Now granted, sometimes I do want to go down that far, but not today. Okay, so to brighten up my eyes a little bit, I have been using this every day since I got it, so I definitely consider this a part of my signature look. It is the Chantecaille Brightening Eye Kajal. I just put it in my lower waterline. I will not do that on camera though, because I know it freaks me out, so I don't want it to freak y'all out too. So I'm gonna go add that, add mascara, and I'll be back to do my lip. Okay, so I added the eye brightener in my lower waterline, added mascara. So for my signature look when it comes to mascara, I think the only time I've ever worn false lashes was for my wedding, and it was not anything huge or major. I cannot apply them to save my life, and it's just not my look. My signature look is just, you know, long, voluminous lashes that don't look fake, that look just natural. And my Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara gives me that effect. So that's what I use today. So if you're not new to my channel, and if you're following me on Instagram, which if you're not, I would love to see you over there. It's at beautybykaylak. You know that my signature lip is a pinky peachy lip. It just is what it is. It's my favorite, and that's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna go in first. This is a fairly new product to me, but I have been loving combining it with some of my favorite peachy pink lipsticks to give me a little bit more definition. It's the Victoria Beckham lip liner in the shade 03. It's just a very pretty, neutral, kind of mauvey tone. And I don't fill in my lips because it's too much, but I just kind of put it, you'll see. I'm gonna do it for y'all, and then we'll apply the lipstick that I chose. Okay, so I know it looks a little wonky right now, but I promise it's gonna come together. So see what I mean? It's just a very pretty, natural, a little bit deeper than my natural lips kind of color. So for my favorite pinky peach lip, and if you watch my perfect makeup tag video, this is my perfect lipstick formula, period. It's the Chantecaille Lip Chic, and this is in the shade Peach Blossom. Whoa, she was upside down. Y'all, I love this lipstick, okay? So I'm gonna put it on top and y'all can watch the magic happen. I mean, what can I even say? So if you see this lipstick on its own, it's a lot lighter in color, and don't get me wrong, I love it on its own, okay? Like, love it. But I just wanted to add a little bit more definition, and typically for my signature makeup look, that is what I do, is to add a little bit more definition. So this is it, y'all. This is my signature makeup look. I don't know if anybody's done this tag. If this is a tag, I don't know. I just thought it might be something kind of fun. But if they have, and it's somebody, you know, that I'm familiar with, obviously, I will link it down below. But I want to know, like, what is your signature makeup look? I really enjoyed kind of going through and kind of curating this collection and looking back at pictures and just thinking like, okay, if there was a makeup look that was Kayla, what would it be? And I really feel like this embodies my signature look. So let me know in the comments down below, what is your signature look? What do you think of my signature look from what you know of me so far? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our little fam. And thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.